During your watch, you were distraught. Your wine supply is all but drained. What do you decide to do? Oh, well, that's one option. See if we can get him back. He's very upset about the wine.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
There are no words, John, for that.
Previously on Agora Core.
I am the leech, yes. You are proving to be most useful. I have sensed a powerful presence. Such a creature could be a threat to my longer plans. Find a dangerous being to kill, also to return any living slaves of the creature.
Okay, let's go.
I am Vija.
Who do you serve?
Lord Gratzt. I am doing what I have to do to keep magical secrets safe.
Drat. Just go away, guys.
She could still be here, chaps. I'll strip down and jump in.
Follow him!
Bloody hell, what is that?
The ugly sides of a dead manticore with a spear up its butt.
They're just minding their own business, marching to their cave.
This is like Terry killing troll babies again, isn't it?
And now it's manticore babies.
They're all evil.
Agora Core Podcast. An original roleplay using Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Player characters and Dungeon Master interact online using Roll20 and Skype. Dungeon Master and podcast editor John Paget. Player characters played by Dan, Ben, Finn, Terry, Rob, and Paul.
I dropped out there.
During your watch, you were distraught because your wine supply is all but drained. And I wanted to know what you decided to do.
Are there any other sources of wine I'm aware of? Where is the nearest source, in fact?
Did any of you decide to take wine with you?
No. Should have.
Touch the stuff myself. I've got milk.
Hector shakes his head furiously.
Maybe there's some wine. Maybe manticores have stashed some wine. We can.
How low are we talking, John?
You'll basically get through the next few hours and at your rate, then you'll be out.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. You should go try to find some wine in the manticore stash.
Do you think they will have wine there?
Yes, of course.
We'll go with you.
Come on, Dad.
But going back to that evening, in your heightened situation, difficult state, you start to hear whispers at the end of your watch as you try to go back to sleep. Amidst the echoes of the cave sounds. They sound like quiet, giggling female voices.
Are they whispering about having a supply of wine?
They seem to be saying, "Come and find us. We are near."
You say, who is whispering and who is near?
Your mistress craves an audience with you.
Oh. Where are you?
We're near. You are very close. Do you have a
say
gift?
Do you have a gift ready for me?
Seek an audience with the mistress.
When you say we are, how many of you are there?
We are many.
How many?
You hear a pause.
3?
More than 3.
7?
I'm not sure.
Do you have wine?
Yes.
Where are you then?
Do you have a gift?
Do I have anything I could give?
Yes, you wear it still.
I wear it still.
Bring it with you.
Very well. Where are you?
You'll know when you find it. And you know how to find us.
I'm sure I do.
You have it on your person. You'll know, Dark Elf. You'll know.
Well, when will I know?
Today.
Do you suppose you could drop some of the wine back now? And I'll give you the gift later?
And all is
Please.
and all is just echoes around a cave again.
I start searching for backpacks and hope to find
Whose do you search?
work anti-clockwise.
Sleight of hand with advantage. The next one was Lice. His perception is
okay.
13. And you got 13, didn't you?
I did.
Yes, you make that. And there is indeed some wine in Lice's.
I'll start drinking it and stop searching.
Okay. And you spend the rest of the night, or the rest of your watch, happily. Further up, you know that there's some sort of manticore nest on a rocky outcrop near the ceiling of this cave. Otherwise, you're there gasping for air and looking around at the mess. There's a central area. You get the impression it's some sort of play area for the pups. There's a number of bones there. There's a few round objects like rocks and things which seem to have been played with. Other than that, there are bones scattered around this area. Otherwise, it's just the nest which is up on the rock.
How high up is that?
25 foot from where you are.
How hard would that be to climb?
It's not like a smooth, even surface. It is fairly rough. You could try it, but it wouldn't be easy.
Could I cast a reversal of a spell I have called Feather Fall? Would that allow me to float up?
If you can tell me how you reverse it, yes.
I will speak it backwards.
Okay. Just out of interest, an intelligence check. You can see Pat mumbling absolute nonsense, and nothing happens.
It's a 4-word spell.
I'd like to try climbing up there.
Okay, athletics check. You barely get your first foothold on there before you stumble backwards.
Can I try climbing?
Sure.
Ooh.
Oryx motions for Nomad to step aside and starts climbing. By being careful, it looks like you are able to traverse and get up to the top.
Nice.
And you climb up, and there's this general smell, but otherwise it's about... imagine 3 desks lined up together. That's about the size of this rocky outcrop. Lots of hay and stuff. There's 1 or 2 sparkly objects up there. It appears to be a horseshoe with orbs embedded in it along the side of this horseshoe.
Is it like rusty or is it...
It's kept well.
What color is it?
Brown to beige in colour, but it has these pearls in it. And after a little bit of a search, you uncover another one.
Would it take too long to do 2 Arcana checks?
It's a quite pungent smell, but you can do an Arcana check with disadvantage up there if you like. You can just sort of sit there and meditate on it.
I'll climb down first. Athletics check, won't I?
You will.
Can I cast my Feather Fall spell on him? Oh, he's done it.
You can. Do you want to do that quickly?
Yeah.
Too late.
Okay, as Horik starts falling, Featherfall comes into effect, and your fall is surprisingly light.
that probably would have killed me.
So you're on the ground. Yes, you can do the Arcana check if you wish.
Okay. No disadvantage?
No disadvantage.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. After looking at these for a little while, you think these give speed to the wearer. Certainly a horse would benefit from these.
Do they stack?
You think that they wouldn't stack, but they have the same effect, and having 2 is more beneficial.
Otherwise, your horse just goes in a circle.
Yes, essentially, yeah.
Okay, cool. We have a few horses.
Yeah.
They're back in Hayes' lair. So whilst this is going on, anyone else doing anything?
I'm going to rest to regain some key points.
I'm searching for wine. Any wine?
Okay, I'll help. Sure. I'll be happy to help, Hector.
Over to you, Hector. Okay, so with 20. Now, it does indeed appear to be some belongings. There's a yellow water bag. You're not sure what's in it. There's also a good strong belt and some sort of leather armour.
Can I have a look inside the water container?
It's not wine, but it's pungent. It's definitely alcoholic.
I'll taste a little bit.
Yeah, all right.
Death saving throw.
Yeah, give me a constitution save. Your one thought is, dear God, what have these Philistines done? As you just throw up everywhere.
Oh no. I still take it with me just in case.
Okay.
Okay, I sit down and stop searching. Can
You've all rested.
I try the stuff again?
You can. I'm gonna say you get disadvantage on your constitution. Your body does not want to drink this. It's not the best stuff you've ever tasted. You're not sure what it was brewed in. You imagine it was pretty unhygienic, but it basically does the job.
Okay, I nod. Offer it to Natai.
She
Isn't there a wee jar?
she laughs and then takes a bottle out of her bag
Oh.
and drinks that.
What does the bottle look like?
Looks like a wine bottle.
Say, Natai, you did not tell me you had any wine.
You did not ask.
Did you have any wine?
Maybe.
Well, this does taste horrible. Can I have a little of yours to wash it down with?
She pulls out a thimble, pours it into a thimble, gives you the thimble.
I try and grab the bottle of wine.
All right, it's going to be a basic grapple effect. You grab it and she goes, hey!
I drink some. I thought this is what you were offering me.
Give it back. Give it back, Dark Elf.
Do we see this happening?
Yeah.
I take a fair swig and give it back to her.
Okay. She slaps you and puts it back in her bag. Shall we go?
Yes, let's go. Head back the way we came in. Oh, somebody did search the larger manticores we killed in the other hallway, right?
Didn't find anything of interest. There was an opening at the back of that room as well.
Yeah, we should go check that out.
Oh, okay. When we walk past the higher up opening, the one that's 20 some odd feet up, do we think that there's like fresh air from the outside coming in through there?
Comparative to where you are in this cave, it's brighter.
Okay, well maybe we should check out the back opening.
Okay, then if you journey back that way, you don't encounter anything along the way there. You get to the other cavern with the window and the shaft of light coming through. There's a dead manticore on the ground there.
Oh, are these spikes on the manticore's tails, or the ones that I find scattered around?
Uh-huh.
Do they seem like they would make good darts for me?
You could try that. Yeah, you could try and carving them out and using them as such.
All right, I'll gather up a dozen of them. Is there anything around the room?
Lice says, nah, nothing here.
Okay. Mind if we do another quick check, just in case he missed something?
Sure, you can all aid, and that'll be an advantage to you, Nomo. Perception check.
Ooh, no advantage required.
Yeah, you find some markings along one of the edges again. It appears to be some crude stick figures and what you assume to be some sort of winged beast. So you're guessing a manticore, but it could be a griffin. And one of these stick figures is on the back of the manticore.
So we'll move quietly into the next hallway.
Okay. Start to go down this hallway. Who's at the front?
I think I am. Hector, you joining us up front?
I will go in the middle.
This time if we see manticores, let me try to send a message to them telepathically first. Just to see if they actually are evil, or we're just coming into their house and murdering them. Because, we attacked them first.
They're evil.
We attacked them first.
Even pups, though? They can't be born evil, can they?
Yeah, they're totally born evil.
You killed baby trolls.
We are all born innocent.
Not trolls and manticores, no.
Yeah, no, but there's a picture of somebody riding one.
Yeah, it's probably something evil. I'll kill them too.
I'm evil. Well, I'm chaotic neutral with a few evil points, so I think I'm more on the evil side now.
Yeah, but you've kind of grown on me.
Yeah, the manticore could too.
Point taken. I'll be somewhat convinced by the argument. Okay, we'll let you get a quick message to them.
Okay.
I'm going first then.
Yeah. As you're doing so, can you make a dex save, please?
Uh-oh.
It slopes down briefly, and the ground starts to become slippery. And yet, Nama, you manage to stay on your feet, but you're sliding downwards away from the party at this moment.
Okay, I will try to slow myself with my spear by putting it in front of me into the floor.
Okay, and as you slam it against the rock, it jars and grates against the rock. It's a very hard purchase. What do you want to do at this point?
Am I stopped?
Athletics check.
Never my
Okay.
strong point.
You sort of judder and pole vault into the air, and now you're sliding on your front down this slope, making a sound effect if you wish.
Ah!
And there goes Nomo. Out of sight.
Out of sight.
Well, yeah, it curves around a corner.
How wide is the hallway?
It's about 5 to 7 foot.
I'm going to hold my spear up and try and catch it on each side of the wall, widthwise, to hopefully snag on both ends of the wall. As long as I'm not going so fast that I think I'll snap my spear.
Right, okay. In sledding terms, you're getting a good ride out of it at this point, but it's not that fast. That's quite a cool little move. That'll be dexterity. Dexterity check. As you try and maneuver your spear in front of you. Yeah. Okay, and after a few more feet, stops you right there.
I'll say loudly enough, "Don't follow me. It's too slippery." I don't know if they hear me.
It echoes across the walls, and you do hear Nomo.
I'll come and get you.
No, don't come down here.
Yeah, I'll come down there.
Laius has rope, I think. Why don't we see if we can tie something around Oryx to go and check further?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And he gets some rope, ties it around him. And it says, "Go on then, young Oryx." Gives you the other part of the rope. Okay, so you're going down there. A reduced DC of 12 for you, so if you can do a dex throw. You slip a little bit, but you manage to keep your balance, and then about half a minute lapses, and then there you find Nomo lying on this slimy floor.
Here, grab my spear. I'm holding onto my spear. And then pull us back up.
Okay.
Yeah, Lyce says, "Here, help me," to Hector and Pat.
I help.
I'll help.
Okay. And it doesn't take too much effort between you to go back up. Certainly Nomo has a more distinct smell than usual.
I wonder if it's a toilet, like a manticore privy or something. What's the substance like?
Yeah, it's a little pongy. It seems to be a mixture of ooze and excrement.
Could be some nice treasure in there.
Is there anything to tie a rope off on up here?
Stalagmites and stalactites.
How about a dead manticore? Would that carry our weight?
Yeah, wouldn't slide down that hole, that opening. Would be too big. Good thinking, Pat. Let me go first. I'll give 2 tugs on the rope. 3 tugs means I need to come back up real quick.
How about 2 tugs? Just in case you get eaten while you're tugging.
Yeah, the fewer tugs, the better, probably, in an emergency.
Okay.
And you get down to the level at the base. Again, you can see slime on the walls and on the floor. And up ahead, you can see a light. The light's somehow obscured or blurred, but it seems to be a way back up again. It probably took you, again, half a minute to get down to this point from the top. It's fairly narrow. It's probably 10 foot across at this point. Probably about 15 foot long. Excrement in some of the corners and slime along the center part of this.
I'm worried about the slime, so I'm looking for slimes and puddings and paying
Sure.
close attention to that.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Okay. You look more closely at that blurred vision ahead of you. You suddenly realize that there's an outline on this blurred vision, and that outline is getting bigger, and there's a sort of a slight squidging, sliming sound as you realize that there's motion involved.
How far is it from me?
It's about 15 foot from you.
3 quick tugs on the rope and I'll scramble up away from it.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Does 3 mean okay? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you start bounding up, barely waiting for Hector to help. You're lifted back up to the top.
And I'm shouting, "Slime! Slime! Slime coming!" as I go up. And when I get up to the top, I'm going to the other side of the room and drawing my bow.
Okay.
I do likewise.
I'm going to do a single roll. A minute passes.
I'm just moving back here.
Do I think it might be too big to head up that small passageway?
As the passageway was 5 foot in area, sometimes, yes, you think it might be too big.
I'll explain this to the group.
In cat tongue.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if the slime is a danger, but it looks like we could outrun it anyways.
Well, I think you'd have to get past it if you want to go past it. You'd either have to kill it or try to go around. It's not that wide down there. We'd definitely get encountered.
Right, okay.
We'd have to fight it.
I meant running away. Why? Did you think there's something behind the slime?
Well, maybe. I have no idea. I don't like these underground places.
Yeah, why can't we just be like, if we just chose to go there inside the grave, your Hayes wouldn't even be alive.
There's an opening over here, John. That's where that griffin flew out.
There was a window just over here.
We haven't gone up there to take a peek, have we?
No.
No.
And it's about 25, 30 feet also, I think you said.
That's right, yeah.
Should we see if someone can climb up there to take a look, see what's up there?
Yeah, I'm a little worried there might be more manticores hanging out in a plaza up there.
Oh, the Manticore Plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So down to the slime or the window?
Why don't we try the window first?
Oryx did a
Not
pretty
very
good
good at
job last
climbing.
time.
This looks smoother than the other one, so this is probably more difficult.
I'm going to try climbing.
Okay. Yeah, do a straight athletics check. You can do that.
I'll be ready to catch him.
You get about 15 foot up and it's getting difficult, and you're starting to waver. You can keep going if you want to, but I'd look to do a constitution check. This is beyond your comfort zone.
Okay, I will keep going. Let's do a constitution check. 14.
It's not happening for you. You can't see a way up there.
Back down I go.
Sure would be useful to have like a raven or something.
Well, shall we have a plan of attack for the slime and move forward then?
Yeah, may as well.
Can't we just put salt on, like, the ooze?
Who's got a lot of salt?
Somebody must have some.
Maybe enough to season a sandwich, but
Could work. It has to have some weakness.
here's all the salt I have. A small handful. See how that goes. I imagine your firebolt would work better. Or ice knife. Maybe you should go first and do an ice knife on it.
It barely affected it last time. It's like elemental proof.
Does this one look different than the other slimes we've seen? Because this one glowed a bit, right?
What you saw, it was very difficult to see. So you think it was possibly see-through. The others had more of a colour to them.
Who knows? Maybe this one is flammable.
We'll try it, but I also want to try salt just in case, because,
I bet you Hector's yellow water liquid would burn nicely.
yeah, maybe.
Well, probably.
Well, I could do like a Molotov.
Yep.
Yeah. Just throw it out there and then hit it with firebolt.
Yeah, okay.
Hector would need to consent.
Hector, do you need that?
Stuff that makes you
Alcohol.
puke.
I think Hector's dropped off the call. I'm trying to get him back on. So assume he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if we can assume that.
Let's say he puts up a semi-harsh resistance, but he's not going to cry about it too much.
So we can use our lengths of rope. It's not going to be much more than 50 feet or anything like that, right?
No, it's between 50 and 100 foot.
But why don't we go down to until we can just see the slime thing, but before the hallway opens up to a space where it could fit.
Sounds good.
Is it okay if Oryx and I go front side by side?
Yeah.
Actually, I'll have darts.
Okay.
Holding onto the rope and then use darts. And he'll have his Molotov ready to go.
That first part is, 5 to 7 foot across. You don't think that this oozy slime thing is going to get there. I guess Lice will back up in case you need any healing, perhaps. One of the two at the front. Perceive for me.
Let's let Oryx perceive.
You do hear the sliming. You do see something, but in the dim light, it takes you a little while before you see it, and it's right up on you when it appears. So there it is, covering the width of it. Roll your initiative.
This is a bad plan. Bad plan.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm totally thrown off.
You will get to go before it, don't worry. It's not quick.
Thank god it doesn't have any useful advantages over a large group of adventurers like a bottleneck or something.
Yeah. So who is first? So Oryx. So you're throwing it, this alcohol thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, make the throw. It has an armor class of 6.
15.
Yeah, you hit it. Yeah, it's not hard to hit. So you're throwing alcohol into it. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, so as a bonus, you chuck the alcohol out, and then you're going to do a firebolt. Okay. This could be
Please,
fun.
please.
I'm totally terrified and freaked out that he's doing this so close to us.
I'm amazed that you're up for this, Nemo. Yeah.
It's going to become a burning slime. You're going to make it more powerful.
You hit.
Yay! Advantage because we're in a small place. Hopefully. Please.
Slambe.
So, yeah, you definitely get extra damage. It was a great idea. So, looking at it, it momentarily burns and some of it shoots backwards. Give me a dexterity check, both of you. It'll take an extra d6 damage, which I'll roll now.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
Please be level. Okay.
Oh no. This is like a nightmare retold for you, Nomo. Yeah, it's like your scars are burning. You take an additional damage as well on top of that, I think. Take 7 damage, and I think you'll get a disadvantage on your next attack because you're momentarily alarmed. Oryx, you pass, so you just take 3 damage.
Okay.
But the ooze, you can all see it very, very clearly now. It's burning at the moment.
Yay.
Pebble next.
I'm going to say, "What have you done? Get away!" And fire a crossbow, and then try and run up the tunnel.
Okay.
This is a cracking hit, though.
Yes. So that's a ranged attack. Okay.
Pebble the pudding bane. Pudding bane.
Yep, takes that damage. Very good.
Okay. And I'm going to try and push past Pat here. Try and clamber over him to get away from this burning thing.
Oh, you're using the rope as a sort of a guide rope, I guess, as you're going down. How are you using that?
Sure.
Okay, as you're panicking, running up, can you give me a dex check, please?
Sure.
Because all the ground is slimy.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to be quite good at these. Let's see. Oh no!
Okay, you slip and you go sliding down the slope.
Whoa!
And you are 5 foot away from the ooze.
Whoa!
Is knock any of us down, or do we move out of the way?
It's up to you. What do you instinctively do? Pebble is sliding down, going past you. What do you want to do?
Help me!
I'll move to the wall.
I'm jumping over him.
With friends like these. Yep. So Pebble, you go sliding towards the ooze. Pat, you see this happen.
Is Pebble in the ooze? Is it touching him?
Not at this moment, no.
Oh god.
I'll try a cloud of daggers,
Okay.
and I will be careful not to cast it near Pebble. So I'm thinking sort of at this end here, and it's a 5-foot cube.
Okay, so this cloud of dagger starts appearing, and that damage it will take on its when it starts its turn. Good. And so, is it concentration? It is. So you can keep it going for how long?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, very good. Especially against something which you've cornered. Nomo, you've just jumped out the way of Pebble as he slipped down. What do you want to do?
How much space is there around the cube?
At that point, very little. You could try and squeeze around it. It would be a risk.
Okay, I'm going to throw my dart, regardless,
Again, AC of 6.
and I'm at disadvantage.
Yes, that's right. But hopefully you can manage a 6. Yeah. Takes 8 damage as the dart just slides into its body and stays there.
Okay, if I do patient defense, where I use a key point to take the dodge action, I can dodge as I'm using my regular movement past it.
Well, you can disengage if you want to do that. There is, however, a cloud of daggers, so you will take some damage from that, but you can get past the ooze, you think. If you want to use any key points, simply because of the gap, there's a chance that you'll get stuck in there. But
I've only got 5 feet between me and the cube, right? So I don't even have a 10-foot
you have 10
running
foot.
speed.
No, you have
Do I
10
have 10
foot.
feet?
Yeah, Pebble's in front of you.
Okay, how about overhead a bit?
It's quite low. It would be a bit of a Jackie Chan stunt. You could do it. There's probably a gap of 3 to 4 foot.
Okay, I'm going to try that. I'm going to do the step of the wind and try and jump over it.
Man, okay. I love it. Let's see what happens. So, disengage, dash accent. Okay, and your jump distance is doubled. You're going to jump over Pebble, over the cube, so you're talking at least 15 foot, which you can do, but because of the way you're doing it, I guess do an acrobatics check. And I'll put the DC on as 15, because you're using your key points for this.
Right.
It's still difficult.
Yep.
You face plant yourself in this ooze.
into the burning ooze.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Wow.
I'm freaked out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was almost so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna place yourself there.
Okay.
This isn't gonna end well.
No.
Okay, whose turn is it
Always
next?
wanted,
Hector.
always wanted to be a druid.
So I'm at the top of the slope.
Yes, you are. You can hear some screams and some yelps from Pavel.
Help!
Can I see what's going on from where I am, or do I have to go down a bit carefully?
No, you'd have to go down either carefully or you can slide down quickly.
Okay, I'm going to go down carefully until I can see what's going on.
That will take your turn. So this turn you're currently going around.
I've heard enough screams of pain to go down slowly.
The slime cube of gelatine. Automatically it's going to engulf. Well, you landed in it, so it's already taken one. It's going to now move like this, and it's going to try and consume. Whenever the creature enters a creature space, the creature must make a DC 12 Dex saving throw. That's you, Pavel.
Here we go.
Oh my god!
Oh, Lord.
Oh my god! That's awful. Come on, dice.
Oh, give in to the gelatin. Okay.
I guess the last words you hear for now are, "Please help me."
And for everyone else watching this, you can see two legs sticking out at the top of this gelatin, which belong to Nomo. And as Pavel's body disappears into this ooze, you're both inside of this at the moment. Let's see what it does.
It'll be the end for one or two of us.
So on a failed save, it takes 3d6 acid damage and is engulfed. So both of you, can you please take 3d6 damage?
Sure. Well, I've been quite good at rolling ones so far.
All right.
Pretty good rolling.
That was good.
Let's see how I do.
I'm not dead yet. It won't be for long.
Okay. You're both currently restrained and you can't breathe. So that's where you are. You can try to escape out on your turn. So we'll work out that stuff when it comes to your turn. But yes, the ooze just oozes forward and with a satisfying gulp engulfs Pavel as well. That's its turn. Oryx.
Did it take damage from my daggers?
It took the 6 damage. Yes, I'll add that on.
I'm not sure this is gonna be a good idea, but I'm gonna shoot a ice knife on it, and just hope I don't miss. It shatters everywhere, and that would probably hit them.
AC of 6.
Okay. Then it won't be that hard.
No. But Pavel's just rolled 3 1s, so you never know.
So he's due.
Yeah.
Let me roll the dice for you.
Oh, you definitely hit, and that's a fantastic amount of damage you just did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it takes 10 damage. Wow.
Cold, piercing damage after being set on fire.
Yeah.
So having a-
That's everything, wasn't it? So it just took that damage. So that's 10 damage. Very good. Anything else, Oryx?
I think I'm gonna step out of the way. Sorry, Pat.
That's fine. Pavel. So an engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action to make a DC 12 strength check. On a success, the creature escapes and enters the space of its choice within 5 foot.
It's not my strongest suit. All right, well, there's
Okay.
nothing else, I suppose. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Hit me.
Okay, no, you take damage at the start of its turn, but it's not going to
Okay.
be pleasant. All right. Next person, then. It's Pat.
my daggers are still there, I guess.
Yep, and you can continue to concentrate on them.
Anything else I do will break the concentration, is that right?
No, only if you do another concentration spell.
Ah,
Or
so
you take damage, potentially.
I could attack with a hand crossbow,
Absolutely.
so let me do that.
In theory, you might hit one of your one of your players, but hey.
Yes, I realize. So I'll aim carefully not to.
Okay.
How's that for careful?
That's careful enough. That's good. That's additional 5 damage. As you're taking chunks off the jelly. Because what damage does it take from your Cloud of Daggers?
It's 4d4.
So again, that's on its turn. Nomo, same for you. Strength.
Right. Oh.
All right. So Nomo, you use your legs to flip, and you manage to land. Where do you land? You can choose your position 5 foot away from the cube.
There.
There you go.
Yay.
Pretty freaked out, Nomo, but you're free.
Okay. So, and that's where I am. I have no movement or anything, right?
No, you have your movement. That was an action you used there.
Oh, okay. Then I'm moving to there.
Go for it. Sprinting away. In the background, because you're sprinting on slime, essentially, can you give me a dex check?
Yeah.
And we'll do that. At the same time, Hector, you can just about see a bit of the ooze from there. There's some sort of hiss coming from it. You're not quite sure why, but it was on fire and it was iced. Yep, no, you're fine.
Well, I will move towards it, cast Hex, and smite it. Well, would I get sneak attack? Is anyone else close enough?
No.
I know
I'm pretty
people
close.
are inside it, but
No, yeah. Incapacitated though inside, yeah. Very nice. It takes number 13. Another section of it's ripped up. You can see more clearly what remains of Pebble in the remains of the cube. After that then, damage. For anyone in the cube still, it is 66 acid damage.
Oh.
Goodness me. Right, here we go.
Oy, oy, oy.
Okay, that puts me down to 0.
Okay, the light goes out. Pebble's body has not been evaporated yet, but
Oh god.
things that end up in cubes are eventually dissolved, just to let you guys know that. On its turn, it goes as far as there. That's all it does.
Does it take my damage?
It does
It's
take another
moving
damage.
forward.
4d4, do you want to roll it?
There it is. 10.
Good rolling.
10 damage. Okay.
Thanks, Pat.
You can see Pebble's gnarled boot sticking out of it now. There isn't much more of it. In fact, I'm going to allow it to move through there now because it's smaller. So here we go. Gets to there, and it'll do a weapon attack on you, Pat. Nah, just squirts. Some sort of protruding nodule comes out of it, but you easily dodge it, Pat. That's its turn. So back to the top. Oryx. It's 10 foot away from you now.
I'm gonna move back even more.
Mm-hmm.
And can I shoot around, Pat?
You can. It's quite a large creature. Let's say it gets a +2 to its AC, which gives it a huge AC of 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to reduce it. Make it smaller.
Huh. Okay.
Then it'll be a bit easier to fight. We're not doing too bad right now. There we go.
It's got to do a Constitution save of 14. Okay. Let's see what this jelly can do. It gets a +5 actually. But it fails. I'm going to say that essentially reduces its remaining hit points. Okay. Half of Pebble's body is now sticking out of it.
Come on, guys.
Awesome! Yay, Pebble!
Pebble, death save and throw for you, please.
All right. Let's go. Oh,
Okay.
not my lucky day.
It's not, is it? Pat.
Are my daggers still having an impact, or has he moved out of that cloud?
He's moved out of the cloud.
And I can't follow it along, can I?
You have to look at your spell. I don't think you can move it.
It's a target AoE 5-foot cube.
Does it say
No,
you
as
can
long
move
as he enters or starts the turn in the area. So he
Yeah.
started outside of the area. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd like to reluctantly move back.
Okay. It will attempt to poke you as you do so.
Can I tell if he's getting weak at all, or?
Yes. You can't tell. It has no emotion, but it's just a lot smaller. There's chunks of it lying on the floor everywhere behind.
Okay, hang on a minute then. I'll cast a Thunder Wave.
At least how I do it. If you are in combat when you're casting, that's a disadvantage. You can move back if you want to, but it will have an opportunity attack against you.
I'll just hack at it with my rapier.
Okay. Minding not to hit Pebble. Oh man. Okay. It's almost like the chest in Terry Pratchett now. It's carrying Pebble along. The rest of its body's gone.
Come on, guys!
Yeah, it's almost its turn. There will be a lot of damage coming up. It's still alive. It's crawling towards you, Pat. And it's Nomo next.
I'm going to try to muster my courage. So, yeah, I barely pull it together.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to do a step of the wind, because he's just out of my range now, but I'm going to basically dash here. Do I see his legs or something that I can pull out of Pebble?
You can see most of Pebble at this point. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
the cube left.
There's a lot of Pebble.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of pebble.
I should be able to get there fairly quickly and try to pull him out.
Okay, just because of the slime around you and the size of Pebble, give me a strength check.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
yep, slop. At Pebble, you end up on the floor.
Hooray!
Wash your hands.
Nice one.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay. I think Hector's going to try and claim the glory then on his turn. 7.
Yeah.
He does 6 damage, and the remaining bits of it just end up the size of ice cubes, and it sludges and slimes and squidges no more.
Jeez. I'm sure Laius will want to go in and take care of our wounded colleague.
He'll run straight there. He's like, "Are you all right, Pebble?" And he'll sort you out.
That's quite a good impression.
Yeah, good news, Pebble. Well, first of all, you're healed.
You.
So you get cure wounds. And the other thing is, it doesn't rust things. In fact, your weapons are very exquisite. What's your armor made of?
Must be leather.
Okay, that's gone, I'm afraid.
Okay. What about my clothes?
They've had better days.
Okay. We were seeing more Pebble than we might want to see.
But yeah, you're back.
Cool. Phew.
There we go.
Ooh.
The light, which was obscured before Nomo, appears to be much clearer now, and you can see it. In fact, there are some rough steps going up to the other side. And the same sort of daylight that you saw in the window is coming up from this area here.
From where, John?
The other side of the tunnel.
Oh, cool.
But what you do find is there's a number of weapons in this area. So you find about 5 or 6 different swords. You find a spear, all in where you think the cube resided. They're all very shiny.
I'll pick up this spear.
Okay, yeah, it looks good.
All right. I suppose my own spear looks brand new too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Everything from the waist down is fine. Your robes above, unless they're magical, they're in bad condition. So you might need new robes.
Yeah, I'll try and tie them up into some sort of loincloth for modesty's sake. Aside from that, I'll just go naked.
Okay.
I'm gonna cross the desert naked.
Yeah, that's true.
I avert my eyes.
I try to make a blood.